Need to prove your M-Pesa payment history in a jiffy? Don't worry, you're always in control. To generate your M-Pesa statement from the comfort of your phone, launch your M-Pesa app. Navigate to the section titled M-Pesa Statements. Click See All. Click Export Statements and specify the period whose statements you want to generate. Voila! You're sorted. Where ndio kusema na M-Pesa self-service. Just go to the M-Pesa app or dial *334#.
Atochin chitab kolenjin logoiwekab emet cheitunen ketesiet noton neichome nebo Kass TV nesomanun kwane Shadrack Mutai Itagat karutechi en betutab raini President William Ruto chagosikab serikali choton chebo National Cereals and Produce Board en taonitab Eldoret asikomuch kochigil ak koro ole koitoito mbolea koityi chongindab kobotik kotinygei ak nemwoe kobotik kole nganda mokyingei en nguni mbolea en chongindo komiten ngweny missing koitetab mbolea chenyoru icheget kotinygei ak nemwoe kole imuch kokeskei kasarta noton nebo ropta icheget kogolsa.
Namna hiyo. So tutashirikiana pamoja na nyinyi. Na ndio nilisema wakati nilisimama hapa kwenu nikawaambia hii mambo ya mbolea mimi nitasort out. Mbolea hiyo ilikuwa inaiswa 6,000, saa hii si mnalipa hapa 2,500. Kabisa. Kama namna gani? Ninalipa hapa 2,500. Sasa mniombee next year nipange tena nipange ama ifanye hivyo. So mniombee kidogo tupange namna hiyo. Na mnajua Mungu pia ametubarikia. Si tumepata mvua jameni? Si tunashukuru Mungu. Kwa sababu mbali na sisi kupanga, mbali na kupanga mbolea, mbali na kwenda bidii shambani, Mungu pia ametubarikia mvua. Na tunashukuru sana, tuzalishe chakula. Kumaanisha hata Mungu anataka sisi tuzalishe chakula ya kutosha, tuondoe njaa. Hiyo ni kazi ya muhimu. Na pia hii kilimo tunataka kutumia kuendesha viwanda yetu. Vijana wapate kazi na pia tufanye export. Sio mahindi peke yake tunalimia hii mbolea. Tunalimia mahindi, tunatumia kwa ngano, tunatumia kwa miwa, tunatumia kwa kahawa, tunatumia kwa chai, tunatumia kwa avocado na mambo ile ingine yote. Tumesema ya kwamba kazi yetu kama Wakenya ni kuinua ile uzalishaji ama productivity ya kilimo. Ndio mapato ipatikane zaidi kwa wakulima. Si ndio? Ndio ukilima unapata mazao ya juu, unapata ya kukula, unauza ingine, unaweka pesa kwa mfuko, unasukuma maisha mbele. Mimi nataka ni kazi hawa kamba kidogo. Walikuwa na matatizo kidogo ya mahali ya kutengeneza mbegu, lakini hiyo matatizo tumetatua sasa.
En kasaratan kokakobarasta President William Ruto kole kiwekyin chepkondok kobotik chekimuch koal mbolea choton chemwaat kele maititootin kong'ololen komosta nebo Pokot emetab raini komwa kole momiten amune agetugul en biik choton kotestai koberber biikab emet awoldechi mbolea chemaititootin en mwaet kole noton wendi kong'eme kamang'unetab amitwogik cheyomotin.
Na ndio mimi nataka niwaeleze wakulima wa Kenya ya kwamba tuko na mbolea ya kutosha. Tulikuwa na changamoto kwa sababu ya kusafirisha mbolea, tuko na vita huko sijui Ukraine, tuko na vita huko katika Red Sea, ikatulazimisha tuzungushe fertilizer ipitie mpaka ifite South Africa, ikachelewa kidogo pale nyuma, lakini tuko na fertilizer ya kutosha. Every farmer will get the correct fertilizer. Na wale watu wachache, kwa sababu kuna wakora ambao wanataka kuhujumu hiyo kazi ya muhimu ya kuzalisha chakula. Nilisema na narudia nikiwa hapa West Pokot. Hawa watu ambao kuna kampuni moja inaitwa KL sijui nini. Nimesema hawa watu number one, kama kuna fertilizer mkulima amenunua na sio correct, huyo mkulima lazima akuwe compensated, apatiwe fertilizer ingine free of charge. Na wakora wote mambo yao ni matatu. Ama tulikubaliana namna gani? Si mambo ni matatu? Wakora wajipange.
Kaitita en bitab raini taitab committee noton nebo kabatisiet CS noton nebo kabatisiet Mithika Linturi sikomuch ketebsen kotiengei ak ng'unyet en kwenutab chong'indab kabatik en emetab Kenya chemwoe kole tesetai icheket koal mbolea ak keswek chemaititootin. Kinyoru Samson Kurgat ak koindab logoichoton.
Katebsen inendet membaekab bunge chemi eng kamiti nebo kabatisiet ak ripsetab kiagik kondochi nebo ng'echeret eng kamiti noton ne kora ko MP nebo Tigania West John Kanyuthia.
Documents marked as Annex 4, they are not here. You are saying you have provided the documents, but they are not here.
Failure to provide data, and we know data is very critical in anything that we should be doing to be able to justify and satisfy the Kenyan public.
Because I was out of the country for the whole of last week. Now I've come this morning from Meru directly to this meeting. So I'm also at times very neat in trying to check the annexes. So if they are missed out on this an internal issue that I will have to deal with, but please I would beg to be given time to supply you with the necessary material that is not what is alleged to be annexed, which is not.
Kotinge ak inendet ko katoldoleiwek chekikoitoi eng NCBB ko ititootin.
I want to assure the farmers we have good fertilizer. The fertilizer that we
koimutyet kobaten kiwekyinigei makiwong logoiwekab emet cheitun eng ketesiet noton nebo Kass Tv. Yekistoengei ng'alekab kabatisiet kebendi komosta nebo Pokot ak kokimit President William Ruto kole wendi keboisien ofisaekab luget komuch kotech sukulisiek choton kimuch keng'em kiboriotinik en komoswek choton.
Nataka niseme nikiwa West Pokot, in the next 2 days jeshi watakuwa pale Jesoko na watakuja pale kuhakikisha kwamba hizo mashule imejengwa, na watakuja pale kuhakikisha kwamba shule zikifunguliwa next term watoto wa kutoka hizo shule watakuwa pale, na tutakuwa na askari ya kuhakikisha ya kwamba watoto wetu wanasoma. It cannot be the case in the 21st century in Kenya, a democratic country, ya kwamba ati kuna watoto hawajaenda shule ati kwa sababu ya watu wakora wachache wanakimbia hapa na kuiba ng'ombe na kufanya ujinga. So we must deal with them and be very clear about what we must do. The military will be there and all the security agencies to make sure that that region is properly looked after, and the kids who are not in school, next term, they must be in school. Na kama kuna shule yoyote ambayo imeharibika, tutajenga mpya ili tuhakikisha kwamba watoto wetu wanarudi shuleni. Na hivyo ndivyo tutafanya in all other areas.
En county nebo Bomet ko atestai koyai operation and chikilisiet ofisaek choton chebo NTSA en dakyinetab kei nebo kekirinda nyasutikab ortinwek kiborenjin en keberatan kowekei ortinwek wengeitab NTSA yetab ngong'at CS noton nebo rutoito Kipchumba Murkomen komuch koekei boisiet en dakyinetab kei nebo kekirinda koitet noton tesetai kolany en konekit nebo nyasutik kiborenjin en ortinwek.
Katestai kibagengeit nebo NTSA ak chikilisietab karisiek chemanyolu komiten en oret ole kakinam chong'indab karisiek mising ko chebo matatu chekaimuti biik akot en kasarta nematindoi baronok. Katestai chikilisionoton en Bomet en komosta nebo Kiegong en oretab Kisii Bomet Nairobi. Chong'indab karisiek choton komatindoi speed governors in baronok chebo inspections en kwenutab kaimutik alak. Kong'eten county nebo Bomet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass Kainenyun ko Festus Rono.
Katestai komongei kandoik korirtaen kakwautiet noton nekiwoken kandoik en tuyosiek. En betutab raini kaimuch koit tuyet kibagengeit noton nebo Miot Kipsigis Council of Elders en kibagenge ak kandoik kobun county nebo Kericho en tokyinetab kei newekirindai koimutiechuton kebendi tai missing ko en tuyosiek chemiten kandoindetab emet President William Ruto.
Kong'ololjin siriikab logoiwek en taonitab Kericho komwa nebo ng'echeret en kokwetab boisiek nebo Miot Kipsigis Council of Elders retired councillor Richard Ng'eno kole kakur tuyetab kandoikab county nebo Kericho en kibagenge ak kandoikab kanisa asikong'alalen kotinygei ak yautik chekikiwaken kandoik en counties chebo Kericho ak Bomet.
Ako kokiyonchine ko ki bororietab Kipsigis, bororietab Kericho County kele ng'olyon nekiyaak kingomi laitoriat Kericho ak Bomet ko kimokararan amun laitoriat ko kikwoi kamuktoindet ak biik tugul chemi ng'echerok ko kikwoi kamuktoindet ko kakemwa bororioni kele oyyo en lagochon kiyai kowaken kandoik chon kiwirta koiwek komi laitoriat.
Kamiten tuyonoton kandoik cheboto Governor nebo Kericho Dr. Eric Mutai, Senator nebo Kericho Aaron Cheruyot, MP Hilary Koskei nebo Kipkelion West, Joseph Cherorot nebo Kipkelion East ak MCAs chebo County Assembly nebo Kericho ole kakimit kole tesetai koibu kachomyet en kwenutab biikab emet ak kandoik.
Ako kilelen oyyo en ng'olyonoton kibit ak kesome laitoriat akine kele korom ng'etutap marek ako kile koserin bai ming'inotet kemoche kele laitoriat nan kitikon lagochu kitikone lagochu kaniset kondoiwek kaniset ak kemie boisiek kibagenge asikeibu bororioni kokas kole nyolu ketekis kanisa, nyolu ketekis boisiek ak nyolu ketekis kandoinatet.
Kamwa Bishop Ernest Ng'eno nebo kanisetab ACK Kericho kole kaituyogei en cheng'etab ng'alalet ak boisietab kibagenge ak kandoinatet nemie en county nebo Kericho.
Kokaketebi ng'weny kibagenge ak keng'ololjine keityine en oret nenyolu keipten kandoinatet nebo county nenyon nebo Kericho. Kanyo tuyoni kosubkei ak ng'alek chekitestai kasarta nekikanyo president korutechi county nenyon en wikisiek aeng chekokosirto. Ko kikimwoe kele kiyaak tuguk chemokororon en Kericho ak en Bomet ako mabitetab kipsigisiek anan biikab Kalenjin bite boisiet neu noton. Kemwoe kelenen matkotakoyai chi makosa neu noton amun yan makikonyit kandoik ko makiyai kit nenyolu.
Kamwa kandoichoton kole iyoni nyoetab kat en biik chekitinygei ak yautik chemokororon chekikiwaken kandoik en counties ichoton.
Ko ki boisiek ko kirokyot inoni kobo nyoetab kat kikuren okirwet ko kile cheboito teta akobo kelyek ang'wan kelenjin serikali ak kisome laitoriat akine akemwa kele koserin bai ming'inot ako cheboito teta akobo kelyek ang'wan ko kan kokesom nyoetab kat ko kisom nyoetab kat nebo chitugul.
So kakimi yu kemwochin Jehova kele konyoiwech kat ak kesom kora kandoinatetab emoni kelenji kimakararanit boisiet tuguk chekitestai lakini kebendi tai kobitu walet ak kemwochin bororienyon neranik tugul kelenji matkiyan koboisien chi en oret age tugul ak komi ng'olyon nemami makiyonjine ko ma oret nekitatuanen ko kewaken kandoikyok.
Kong'eten county nebo Kericho logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Robert Siele.
Kakokimit serikali tesetai koteche klasik somanen asikomuch kochut lagok choton chebo somanet chemiten junior secondary school. Kamwa en betutab raini PS noton nebo somanetab barak Dr. Beatrice Muganda kole en inguni tese serikali koteche klasik chesomanen en tokyinetab ketach koitet nemiten barak noton nebo kipsomaninik. En tai kokimi terchinet kole moche alage en biikab emet ak stakeholders kole kinyolu koba sukul chebo secondary kipsomaninik kobate kamwa kole en inguni kenyit nenyone komakimuti lagok choton chebo form 1.
Some of the progress that we are making on the major reforms we have undertaken at the Ministry of Education arising from the recommendations of the Presidential Working Party on Education Reform. We have domiciled junior school in the existing primary schools, as you are aware. We are happy that the second cohort of junior school learners has been admitted to primary schools. Also, 2 cohorts have so far completed the Kenya Primary School Education Assessment. As a ministry, we are making preparations to admit the first batch of students in senior school in 2026. Therefore, the current grade 8 candidates shall proceed to grade 9, and there will be no new intake into Form 1 next year. Our government has mobilized funds for the construction of 15,000 classrooms for grade 9 to meet the space requirements for 100% transition from junior school to senior school. Senior school requires that each student selects a pathway from among STEM, creative arts and sports science, and social sciences. The selection will be based on learners' abilities, interests, and career choices. The government will soon issue guidelines on how the senior schools will be categorized to offer one or more of these pathways. The Working Party also recommended that the computation of Kenya's Certificate of Secondary Education mean score by the Kenya National Examination Council be based on English or Kiswahili or Kenya Sign Language, mathematics, and 5 other best performing subjects. This was to allow students to easily fit into their careers of choice.
Kagomwa Senator nebo Nandi Samson Cherargei kole nyolu kokochi serikali chepkondok sukulishek choton chebo barak anan universities sitononchi dinishek cheterterchin en emoni. Kong'olol Cherargei en igorta nebo iftar nebo dinitab Islam nekakiyai en taonit nebo Kapsabet.
Kongololi eng igortab iftar nebo dinitab Islam nekakiyai eng taonitab Kapsabet komwa Senator nebo county nebo Nandi Samson Cherargei kole nyolu eng serikali kokochi chepkondok sukulishek tugul chebo barak chetelelchin dinishek cheterter eng emoni, ole kamwa kole nyolu kotakekushi ng'atutiet netere serikali maikochi chepkondok sukulishekab barak chemobo serikali asikokochi serikali chomchinet nebo kotobonchi chepkondok sukulishek chotok.
Tumeona funding model ya universities ile walitoa. Serikali ina fund tu zile public institutions. Najua kama pia ndugu Waislamu muko na zile faith based ama Muslim universities. Naonanga moja pale Kitengela na naona there are a number of them across the country. We must review that funding model. Hiyo model ya kufund universities ya public ikuwe fund faith based universities. Kwa sababu nimesema hizi mashule ambazo zinapewa support na madini ama faith based learning institutions, kazi yao si ku make profit. Kazi yao ni kusaidia serikali by bringing complementary in terms of provision of service, ikiwa ni education.
Kamwa Cherargei kole nyolu eng serikalishekab counties kosub ng'atutik chebo siretab kiboitinik, ole kamwa kole nyolu kobit kerkeindo eng siretab kiboitinik kobun dinishek tugul ama nyolu kobit kalotunet age tugul.
Na nilimwambia county wakati wanafanya kuandika watu kazi, lazima waonyeshe ile diversity ambaye county ya Nandi iko. Wakristo waandikwe, Waislamu waandikwe. Ndio tukue na balance. Hata katiba inasema wakati unaandika watu kazi ama kupeana nafasi za kazi, lazima uonyeshe what we call regional balance, religious diversity, because we are one people under one nation, one God. So nimemwambia, lakini unajua ndugu yangu, kwa sababu anamaliza muhula wake watatu, ajali na mtu, kwa sababu sasa alishapewa muhula wake, amekula, ameshiba, sasa anakula tu starehe. Mambo ya basari nilisema saa ile wanapeana, wapeane basari bila kubagua. Ndugu wa Kristo wakipata, ndugu watoto wa Islamu wapata hata nao.
Kotinygei ak tetutikab bandab tai chebo serikalitab county nebo Nandi korirte Cherargei kibagengei neborye nametab asoya eng emoni nebo EACC ak mwaet kole tomo kosuldae boisienyi komie ole nyolu kenam ak keipchi kakwautik chekimen alak eng kiboitinikab serikalitab county nebo Nandi kosubkei ak boisietab chepkondok eng oret nematagunot.
Lakini kwa sababu tamaa ya hao watu wako county ya Nandi wanalisha tumbo zao, mimi nimeambia EACC na wale wanahusika wafanyie hii watu lifestyle audit, kwa sababu tunajua wamenunua manyumba kubwa kubwa pale Nairobi, wamejenga mahoteli na mahospitali hapa Kisumu na hapa Eldoret, kwa sababu EACC pia inaonekana they have gone to bed with them, because if they were doing their job more than 3/4 wangekuwa ndani ya cell. Alafu hakuna huruma. Ukikula pesa ya raia ushikwe uwekwe ndani, alafu tutatuma maimam na mapasta wa kuombe tukutane pale mbinguni. Hatuwezi kukuachilia kwa sababu hiyo ndio ni. So tumeleta more than 40 billion. Hata pesa ya kina mama, vijana hawa wanapitisha budget, tumerelease pesa zimetokelezea, lakini watu ya county hata simuliona hapa hospitali yetu kupata ile dawa hata Panadol ni shida.
Ongete taunitab Kapsabet eng county nebo Nandi, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Cornelius Keter.
Cornelius Keter chitab Kalenjin kiweksei logoiyot noton nekobo tai. Kaitita emetab raini CS noton nebo kabatisiet Mithika Linturi taitab committee noton nebo kabatisiet asiketebsen ngotinygei ak ng'ung'unyet nekotestai keborionji kobun kabatik chemwoe kole kotestai icheket kwal mbolea choton chemo ititootin. Kotindoi inendet kasarta neui kot missing komuch koaror koimutiet noton nemwaat kele kokotestai kobet tiong'indab kabatik chepkondokwak kotinygei ak olyet nebo mbolea chemo ititootin.
Katebsen inendet membaekab bunge chemi eng kamiti nebo kabatisiet ak ripsetab kiagik kondochi nebo ng'echeret eng kamiti noton ne kora ko MP nebo Tigania West John Kanyuthia.
Documents marked as Annex 4, they are not here. You are saying you have provided the document, but they are not here.
Failure to provide data. And we know data is very critical in anything that we should be doing to be able to justify and satisfy the Kenyan public.
Because I was out of the country for the whole of last week. Now I've come this morning from Meru directly to this meeting. So I'm also at times very neat in trying to check the annexes. So if they are missed out on this an internal issue that I will have to deal with, but please I would beg to be given time to supply you with the necessary material that is not what is alleged to be annexed, which is not.
Kotinygei ak inendet ko katoldoleiwek chekikoitoi eng NCBB ko ititootin.
I want to assure the farmers we have good fertilizer. The fertilizer that we are distributing is okay.
Maboibochi membaekab bunge yautik chotok mwaet kole wendi kochuchuchi rurutik eng imbarenikab kabatik.
These are cartels that are coming back to sabotage our produce, to sabotage our harvest, so that they can import maize.
Why was the NCPB hesitant to allow the cabs initially to enter into their stores and do the analysis?
The information I have from NCPB is that KEBS never went to pick any samples from them. They have never denied anybody from picking samples, and I think it has the necessary legal instruments to enforce surveillance or seizure of products out there that they want to go for testing of on compliance.
This is what was part of the expose. Now, when you look at this product, Chairman, is on 25 kg. This is a product which was seized, the 6,552 bags. Now, this product is produced by a company called SBL Innovate.
If this is what you are calling fertilizer, then it is not fertilizer from where I sit. This is not the fertilizer, it's not within the fertilizer subsidy program that I am running. So it is not mine, it is not in the program.
Kamwa CS Linturi kole kiipchin kerkong'yet neng'wan ichek tugul chekotinygei ak chobet ak letaetab katoldoleiwek chemoititootin.
Act of omission, negligence, willfully, making sure or producing a different product that does not conform to the agreed standards, in my view, is criminal, is theft, and this person belongs to jail.
Who will compensate farmers who tilled the land, who bought certified seeds, who went to NCPB stores and bought these fake fertilizers?
Kamwa CS Linturi kole kabatik che kinyor katoldoleiwek cheyachen kikochin alak asikomuch kotestai ak kolset. Ako inguni kokokitonon kiboitinik chebo Kenya Bureau of Standards kotinygei ak nemwaat kele maisuldae boisienwa nebo kochigil kororonindab katoldoleiwek chebo aliet nemi ng'ony. Aripotenchini Kass logoiwekab emet eng county nebo Nairobi. Kainenyu ko Samson Kurgat.
Katestai kobor anan kokon telenyin President William Ruto kotiengei ak streik noton kotesentai konyoik choton chebo emoni komoche kesir en boisiet interns kong'oli en komosta nebo Pokot emetab Raini komwa President kole motesetai serikali kobeseni chepkondok kobun emotinwekab sang asikomuch keboisien en lipanet noton nebo tuguk chemokotin en emoni, mwaet kole kikotestai emetab Kenya en tai kobun kewelutik kotiengei ak sometab chepkondok chekisome en chong'indo asikomuch keliponji kiboitinik chebo serikali.
Mimi nataka niulize wale niliwaambia madaktari jana. Tafadhali tukubaliane kama Wakenya ya kwamba we must live within our means. We cannot spend money that we don't have. We cannot have a budget that we cannot fund. And that is why we have to cut down on expenditure. I said yesterday we are cutting down. The budget Parliament had done of 4.2 trillion, we are cutting it down to 3.7 trillion. We are removing 500 billion because we must cut the size of the cloth that fits our size. Hatuwezi kuendelea to live large. And I want to say this. It will be reckless. It will be irresponsible. And it will be a betrayal to the nation of Kenya if we continue to borrow money and risk our country defaulting when we know that we can live within our means and we can cut down on our expenditure, we can enhance our revenue, we can reduce on wastage, and we can stop corruption so that Kenya can move forward.
Chitab Kalenjin asome amutin kombung'et nwach chekiwege ketestai ak logoiwekab emet.
Need to reset your M-Pesa PIN in a jiffy? Don't worry, you're always in control. You can reset it from the comfort of your phone. Just dial *334#, select option 7, and then select option 2 to access the M-Pesa PIN manager. Follow the prompts to reset your PIN. Voila, you're sorted. We're in the kusema na M-Pesa self-service. Just dial *334#. Need to prove your M-Pesa payment history in a jiffy? Don't worry, you're always in control. To generate your M-Pesa statement from the comfort of your phone, launch your M-Pesa app. Navigate to the section titled M-Pesa Statements. Click See All. Click Export Statements and specify the period whose statements you want to generate. Voila! You're sorted. We're in the kusema na M-Pesa self-service. Just go to the M-Pesa app or dial *334#. Need to prove your M-Pesa payment history in a jiffy? Don't worry, you're always in control. We're in the kusema na M-Pesa self-service. Just go to the M-Pesa app or dial *334#.
Atochin kora chitab Kalenjin sikomwet testai eng kibagenge en logoiwekab emet cheitun eng ketesiet nebo Kass Tv. Kakomongei kandoik chebo dinitab Islam akosom President William Ruto koimuch koityin kanjinet ak kanyoik chebo emetab Kenya asikomuch kowekyigei boisiet kosubkei ak kandoik choton komwa kole kotestai kobet chong'indab biikab emet sobonwekwak missing ko motindoi kamuget komuch konyor kanyoiset en sipitalisiek choton chemobo serikali.
Kongolole kasarta noton nekoikoito amitwogik koityi membaekab dinitab Islam eng taonitab Eldoret, komwa nebo ng'echeret eng CIPK komosta nebo North Rift Abubakar Bini kole manyolu kobet biikab emet sobonwek kocheng'e konyoiset kobun kongelelchinetab boisiet neisuldoe konyoik.
Ni kwa kuwa hata kama tumbo limeshiba, kuna mgomo huu wa madaktari, na mgomo huu umeingia wakati ambao ni wakati wa Ramadhani. Mgomo huu umekaribia wakati wa Idi, umetuharibia mambo mengi. Kutumia nguvu ya kulisha watu, tunatumia nguvu ya kutibu watu, kwa sababu tunachanga pesa kwenda kupeleka wagonjwa hospitali za kibinafsi, na mnajua matibabu ni ghali. Kwa sababu ya hiyo, tungeliomba serikali pamoja na wa madaktari wakae chini, walegeze msimamo wao, kila mmoja apunguze ule msimamo ili suluhu ipatikane.
Someine serikalitab emoni kochut orit ako ng'ololchin asikobit kiwong terchinoshek chemite eng kwenunywa ak konyoik.
Nachokisema pande zote mbili zipunguze msimamo wao. Serikali ikiwa hawawezi kutekeleza 100% mkataba uliosainiwa 2017, basi wasaini 80%. Wakisema hatuna pesa, ndio tufe kwa sababu hatuna pesa. Kwa hivyo matamshi ya Mheshimiwa Rais ayafikirie upya. Pesa lazima atafute, na alituambia anapanda ndege kwenda kututafutia maisha bora, apande tena kwenda kututafutia mishahara ya madaktari wetu, ama tutakosa madaktari watakwenda kujua kazi ya daktari ni kazi ya taaluma.
Akot kunoto komache cabinet secretaries chetonondochin sectors chotok chebo ortinwek, tililindo, kabatisiet koistogei eng boroinwekwak kosubkei ak netoku kokotamine boisionikwak.
Na serikali ndio macho yetu, wana wa taaluma zilipita viti. Hii ilishangaza sana kuona Mungu ametuletea mvua ya baraka, mvua mzuri kwa wakati unaostahiki, lakini kumetoka wafanyabiashara ghushi kuja kudanganya wakulima na kuleta mbolea mbovu. Hii ni jambo ambalo kwamba inatusikitisha sana, na lawama hili itaangukia serikali, watake wasitake, kwa sababu wao ndio wa macho yetu. Ni lazima waziri mhusika aresign haraka inavyowezekana. Ameshindwa. Na kwa nini serikali nyingine ambazo kwamba serikali zilizoendelea likitokea kosa kama hilo wana resign? Kwa nini kwetu huyu waziri akiresign atakuwa ametengeneza jina? Lakini mambo ya barabara lazima tulizungumze kwa vizuri sana. Madereva wetu wawe makini, wafanyi biashara wa magari wawe makini, trafiki wawache ufisadi kupita kiasi. Kwa hivyo hili ndio wito wetu.
Hali ya maisha iko ngumu na iko mbaya, lakini sisi Waislamu tunajikakamua, wamejikakamua kutuletea misaada, pia twashukuru, lakini hali ya maisha inatushinda.
Kong'eteke taonitab Eldoret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Isaac Kogei.
Po komonut en tienik konamge eun akobois en kibagenge en cheng'etab sobet nemie ak missing kobun lewenet noton nebo kandoikwak anan directors chetindo maket ak kamugetab kotoret ichek kobun kibagengeit noton tonyin ng'alekab tienik nebo Music Copyright Society of Kenya MCSK. Kabiniton en kasarta netokyingei lewenisiet directors chebo tienik kole kamwa tienindet Nehemiah Ng'eno neibeljingei boroinoton en Rift Valley kole nyolu komuch kolewen kandoik anan kolewen tienik kandoik cheititootin chemuch kotoret en magutikwak akomuch kosob sobet noton nenyolunot.
Ye kingwendi Jeiso betut agenge konyor chito nekimyoni en tamboyotab Bethsaida.
Nehemiah Ng'eno nekinaak en tiendo tamboyot ko agenge en tienikab Kalenjin.
Teben Jeiso kolenji ng'wanytos imoche iso.
Kosubkei ak Nehemiah Ng'eno neibeljingei ng'echeretab director nebo kibagengeit netelelchin tienik nebo Music Copyright Society of Kenya MCSK kokikomun kaimutik tienik noton nemokyingei telelchinet nenin.
Ko en inguni ko ane aborchinigei ng'echeret nebo directorship en region nebo Rift Valley. Ko kikeumiose en kasarta nekoi ko kitienik. Kikoumiose tienik missing ne ngoyak kit age tugul ak keker atebet anan sobet nesobe tienik keriren kityo. Amun kibwote tienindet ko chito nekikotestai, kibwote tienindet ko chito noton netinye akot mokornotosiek. Lakini ngeker inei missing ak irutechi tienindet akoi konyinet, ikere komiten shida neo, ikere komiten rirek cheechen. Amun kinoe kityo en tiendo lakini maliponi tienwogichu. Imuch koliponi lakini moityi rabinik. Chang rabinik chekiume en kebeberwek cheterter chetononjin MCSK ak grupisiek alak kiume rabinik lakini moityin akot tienindet.
Kamwa ng'eno kole makat en tienik kondochi ibunetab walet en sobenywan kobun kibagengeit nebo Music Copyright Society of Kenya MCSK ak kokochi boroindo inendet nebo kotelelchi icheket en Rift Valley.
Asikobit kosob tienindet en sobet noton nekararan, en sobet noton nenyolu ko tienindet kenyoru koimi komie isobe komie asimatatageng'alek kokeny en tuguk chemengechen. So asome tienik alak tugul anan tienik membaek tugul en elemiten che registered ako pole missing amun nibore tekeker akot tienik kyok oleo ko ma membaek chebo MCSK amun kong'eten taunet komomong MCSK akoborchi tienik anan biik alak chekimiten office komomong ak kwaldagee komach korejistaren tienik chemiten en olibo gaa. Ko tekyinetabgee nenyunet anan vision nenyunet netai komoche aker ale kachut tienik kyok asikobit kotoretok MCSK niton asingobit keng'ololi ak tuget agenge, keng'ololi ketinye tokyinet agenge. So nosom tienik kyok che registered koron kele asikobit omutan akoi MCSK yekarait yundon aborchigee haki neng'wong'et.
Kacher tienik koibchi kamanut lewenisiet netetatgei en tarik 15 arawaniton en county nebo Nakuru.
Asikofaulen anan asikosulda kerutienyon nebo music copyright ko yan kakinamgee koboto kandoik kenamgee koboto tienik tugul asikobit kotuo kinoton nekicheng'e asi en kasarta agetugul komakinyoru kerire en kasarta agetugul. So non asom kounon ale olewenon akenamgee ak tienik tugul kou yekakokas ketinye backup neo amun agenda nenyunet noton nebo MCSK en Rift Valley region kong'eten olimbo Naivasha mpaka Turkana Metolino ko kokoyan kole amuchi aib changes ichoton amuchi apterchino noton en MCSK. So nan asom ale betunoton okimongugee tugul kibagenge ak asikobit keyai changes choton chenyolunotin wolutik choton chekakonyolwet en kasarta agetugul ak en betusiek tugul chebwone ak kobaibait tienindet en elemi akoi olimbo gaa. Kongoi missing.
Kong'eten county nebo Kericho, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Robert Siele.
Kimokini ki agetugul nemie nemayang'en yeborchingee boroinoton. Miten kamang'unet neo kot missing en kabotik chekole icheket kawek kobun county nebo Uasin Gishu kotiengei ak nemwaat kele miten barak siret noton nebo rurutikab kawek. Emetab raini komong'ee kabotik ole kotoi komoche anan kemoche chong'indab kabotik kobarait kabotisienywan koistoengee kityo kabotisiet noton nebo bandek ak missing kochutyi kabotisiosiek alak cheboto kolset noton nebo kawek.
Eng tuyet nekaituiyo stakeholders cheisuldae kolsetab kahawek eng taonitab Eldoret komwa icheket kondochin governor nebo Uasin Gishu Jonathan B. Chelilim kole mitei kamang'unet eng kabotik chekikotokchigei kolsonotok bo kahawek.
I think we are the only one in the North Rift that is training people to taste coffee and to add value to coffee. I think so. I extend my congratulations to the CEO and founder of the Lion Hill Coffee School. As a county, we are beginning to embrace coffee, and we do know that coffee can do very well in Uasin Gishu. For the first time, we are so much upbeat, and the gospel of coffee is really spreading like bushfire in Uasin Gishu County.
Mwae Governor B eng kibagenge ak Eric Barngetuny kole kikotestai kwo barak missing keljinoik chenyorchingei kabotikab kahawek ngiyonye minutik alak.
Now they say in Kenyan shillings you buy maize, but when it comes to coffee, speak of dollars and above. Any strong currency on earth can buy coffee. Now, I want to encourage our farmers. We have 1,500 acres under coffee farming in the county, and among the crops we are promoting.
And I hope that more farmers will follow the footsteps, so that when you go to a supermarket, you find 10 local farmers roasting their own coffee. So it is up to the consumer to choose which coffee they like. So that is how we came about with value addition.
Many people have talked and they have seen the importance of value addition. Even His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua came and we gave him a present, and he really appreciated. And we thank him for actually saying that we should give value addition. We want to support him.
Kaib icheket kakwautiet nebo koyat kot noton nekisuldoi kanetisiet eng biik tugul chotok chikotokchigei kahawek ak icheket chikobor kobun mung'aretab kahawek.
Today I stand before you with a great pride to announce the birth of a remarkable initiative that will not only revolutionize the coffee industry but also empower our youth and create job opportunities nationwide.
It's going to equip, we are hoping that it's going to equip our youth with all the knowledge of barista, the brewing barista and the planting coffee.
Locally, we have some very, very competitive materials or products, and as you buy local, we also contribute towards the building of the local farm, and also maybe the resources well distributed, they will go to the local people.
Pitunito kasarta noton ko ibarasta serikalitab emoni kobun ministry noton bo kabatisiet tesetab melekwek eng kesutikab kahawek kong'ete taunetab Eldoret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu logoiwekab emet chebo Kass kainenyu ko Isaac Kogei.
Yekistoengei kabatisiet noton nebo kahawek kekusini kon kabatisiet noton nebo chaik kole kakomongei directors chebo factories chebo chaik chenomu kibagengeit noton nebo KTDA kobun keberta nebo West of Rift. Akolit eng kibagengeit noton bo KTDA mwaet kole kikotestai konyeren makutik chebo kabatik mwaet kole akoi nguni kotomo kokusyi kon kot missing tuguk chemokyingei kabatik kobun komosta nebo West of Rift eng takyinetab konyorunen kelchin kabatik kolset nebo chaik.
Kosubkei ak nebo kecheret en kibagengeit nebo West Rift Smallholders Tea Factories Association, David Rono, kibagengeit neyumi directors tugul chebo West Block Region, kokorus kwong'et ichek en olyetab chaik nekowo ng'wony en kenyini, kit nekarirta en kibagengeit nebo KTDA ak T-Board en kit nekamwa kole kotinygei ak notok.
Kokituye raini en Bomet ireu amun kobit koimutiet nebo aldaetab chaik en auction nebo Mombasa. Kikokinde konde serikali beit nemi ng'weny ko $2.4 kele mokioldo chaik beit nemi ng'weny en choto. Ko en oin komalo ko kokinyoru chaik chekioldo akot monye $1. Makomuche kolipan karama nekiking'oen chaik choto. Ko noton nekokituye asikobit keng'alal. Ko kit nekakemwa ko inoni. KTDA MS ko kikikochi boisiet kotononchi factorisiekchok kong'eten koyum chaik en banda ana buying center kong'a chaik abokwalda. Ko angot keng'olole ng'alekab quality ko KTDA Management Services nekakelenji komwawech amune asi komakinyoru quality nenoto. Makasitab director echu koyai quality lakini kasitab KTDA Management Services. Ko nikakishongoni ko ki director en West of Rift kele machanikab arawek 3 arawek 4 ko kaekundano nekit ko expire kele sikyalda pointisiek senteinik 8 chebo dolait. Noton ngot ko makirectifyen nguni kokonu hasara ak kokon asenet en kabatik chebo chaik en West of Rift amun maimuche kolipan karama neking'oen machanik choto. So kokakelenji T-Board of Kenya ak KTDA keker andami kialda machanik beit nemi ng'weny en reserve price keteben board chebo factory noto bo machanik choto.
Kamwa ine kole nyolu en kibagengeisiek choton bo KTDA ak T-Board kotelel aldaetab chaik akoi koityi magutikab kandoik noton nebo kotes olyetab chaik. Kamwa Rono kole angot maisuldaen kibagengeisiek choton magutikwak koyae bandab oret akoi ofisisiek cheechen chebo KTDA ak T-Board en Nairobi.
Kikochi KTDA ak T-Board betusiek 14 kosuldaen tuguk chekakimwa en ireu. Ango maimugak noto kebendi kibune keldo, kibune kit age tugul kot keit Nairobi abekemeng'isie kot keker kele kakiyai kuye kakimwa asikobit kosopcho kabatikyok chebo machanik en West.
En kasaroton kosom ichek serikali kochutyi ak kotoret ichek missing ko nekoikoito kurset koityi president nebo emoni President William Ruto koker kole katoret kabatik konyor imandanywan.
President nenyon Dr. William Samoei Ruto kotoretech ak kotoret temikab West of Rift asikobit kesopchen ak kosopcho lagokyok. Kitiengei president nenyon nekichome ak kiyoni kele yoiwech ak kotimisan magutikyok ko ki kandoikab temikab chaik en West.
Kong'eten county nebo Bomet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Festus Rono.
Kakolumda kampunit noton netinyegei ak chobetab pikipikisiek noton nebo Kipo Africa pikipikit nelel nebo Kipo 250R netokyingei konyumnyum tetutik choton chebo loiset en taonisiek.
Today is about launching Kipo K250R. It's our newest bike, our latest edition. It's an upgrade to the existing K250 that all of us know very well. It's a 250 all-terrain bike, cc capacity 250 cc. It's a bike that can go anywhere. It was already very much loved. It's easy to ride, it's powerful, but we've done some improvements on it. For one, it has a bigger tank size. It's gone to 13.4 liters, which will take you with the fuel consumption of only 35 kilometers per liter to Mombasa, and you won't have to fuel on the way. We've improved the rims with a coating against the corrosion. We've added a new and improved instrument panel that is not only crisper and brighter, but also has a fuel gauge. The headlights are now full LED, which means that all the lighting on the bike is LED, and it improves the visibility that you have in the dark, but also the visibility of other people, of yourself on that bike.
Being an association of manufacturers, we are proud of the initiative that Kipo has done in terms of launching this new bike. However, in the policy space, what we are keen on and we've been pushing and they have successfully done is localization of the components for manufacturing of the motorbikes.
Atachin eloi choton chebo ureriosiek ole komiten rwoik choton chebo emetab Kenya en labatok cheterterchin en weekend nekosirtoi ole koyai komie en labatosiek choton kusingwong noton en koindo Martin Cheruyot akoibwech logoiwek cheisibi.
Emet nebo Uhispania eng labatet nebo Madrid Half Marathon eng labatet nebo murenik kokosir kabelisiet Mike Kipkorir Chematot nebo emetab Kenya nekosir kasarta nebo sait agenge ak dakiket agenge ak sekondisiek 7 noton ko personal best nenyin kotar eng boroindab somok. Esfond Cheruyot nebo emetab Kenya nikolabati debut nenyin nebo labatet nebo Half Marathon eng labatet nebo kwonyik kokotar eng boroindab oeng Beatrice Nyaboke Begi akotar eng boroindab somok. Vivian Cherotich eng labatet nebo Berlin Half Marathon nikokilabat eng emet nebo Ujerumani kokoibor form neinegen rwoikab emetab Kenya eng labatet nebo murenik ele koimuch kolabat kasarta nebo dakikosiek 59 ak sekondisiek 30 Daniel Ebenyo Simiyu akosir kabelisiet eng labatanaton akondochi rwoikab emetab Kenya alak Amos Kurgat ak Isaiah Lasoi eng podium finish. Eng emet nebo Austria eng Linz Marathon kokotar eng boroindo netai Rebecca Cheruto Cherop eng labatet nebo kwonyik Ellen Linz Marathon kotar eng boroindo oeng Lina Chepkemei Kaino. Eng labatet nebo murenik ko Dennis Kipngeno Chirchir kokotar eng boroindo oeng. Ak eng emet nebo Italia eng Milan Marathon kokosir kabelisiet Titus Kimutai Kipkosgei eng labatet nebo murenik kotar eng boroindab oeng Raymond Kipchumba Choge. Eng labatet nebo kwonyik kokotar eng boroindab oeng Sophie Chepchirchir eng emonoton bo Italia. Eng emet nebo Ufaransa eng Paris Marathon kokoibel mindilet nebo Selva akotar eng boroindab oeng Titus Kipruto nebo emetab Kenya akotar eng boroindab oeng Elisha Rotich. Eng labatet nebo kwonyik kokobire comeback nenyin eng labatet nebo marathon kokotar eng boroindab somok Vivian Cheruyot